Welcome back to the Lone Star Ladies.
I'm Sherry Rose, Precinct Chair for 2091 in Plano.
And I'm Brandy Kennedy, Precinct Chair 2097 in Carrollton. And Darlene is on vacation, but she will be back next week.
Thank heaven.
Yes. And this is part 2 of our interview with Melinda. And I hope you enjoy it. And we're going to go over some upcoming events beforehand right now.
Yes, we've got some fun things, but first I want to remind you that we have our constitutional amendment election. The election day is November 4th. Early voting starts October 20th through the 25th. October 26th, which is a Sunday, it's 11 to 5. October 27th through the 31st, it's 7 to 7. Early voting is going to be it's pretty much where you normally vote for early voting. So Carrollton Library, Timber Glen Rec, Colony Annex. On election day, for myself, 2091, and Darlene, 2098, it's going to be at Preston Baptist, and Brandy is going to be, 2097 is going to be at the Carrollton Library. 7 to 7, November the 4th.
Yes.
We'll
Go
see
out
you
and vote.
there. Mark January 10th on your calendar for the Lincoln Reagan dinner. It's the biggest fundraiser we have, and it's a lot of fun. We always have a really good speaker. Last year we had
Steve Bannon.
That's
Yes.
right. He was great.
It was great.
Yeah. So I don't know who. We'll let you know as soon as we know. Brandon Gill is doing his fundraiser on October 23rd from 5:30 to 8 at Marty B's. We barbecue and music, and
Lots of fun.
you can hobnob with a lot of the congressmen.
Yes.
Also, there is a presentation called Civilization Under Siege on October 26th from 6 to 8:30 at Hexa Center in Richardson, which is at 2100 North Greenville Avenue. They're going to have several guest speakers, and they're going to be talking about some of the issues we're having today, especially in Texas with Marxism, communism, etc.
Major problems.
Yes, major problems. Restore the Republic, which is always on Fridays from 8 to 10 at Towers Tap House. Aaron Reitz will be there. Aaron is, of course, running to take Ken Paxton's job as Attorney General, and he is endorsed by Ken Paxton. So I'm anxious to get to talk to him and see what he has to say about
That'll be a good one to go to.
because he's got big shoes to fill.
Absolutely.
Also, the 4547 Club, which we've talked about in this video, is another fundraiser for the Denton County Republican Party. Don Huffines will be at the luncheon on November 13th. So you can go to dentongop.org for more information on how to get tickets to that. And then Doc Chambers, who is running to unseat our governor, who needs to be unseated, I might add. It will be at the Turkish Cafe at the southeast quadrant of 121 in Preston from 5:30 to 8 on November the 4th. I met him at Restore the Republic a few weeks ago, and he's very impressive. He's been in the military. He's an osteopathic doctor. He has a lot to say, but it's going to take a lot to get our governor out of office.
Absolutely.
So.
We'll need a lot of help next year.
That's right. We will.
Enjoy the video, and thank you again for coming.
What do you do? How do you find your candidates and then promote them? How do you go about just even getting someone to run?
Well, we talk a lot about it. So that's the key, and then encouraging. There's not necessarily, we haven't developed a way of like finding candidates. We talk about candidates, and when someone says they're interested, I want to meet with you.
Yeah.
You know, please let me meet with you. And encourage them to run, because one of the areas that we really struggle with are city councils and school boards. And that's a huge issue. Yeah, everybody's like, yes, it is. Yes. So, and I was just at a church a few minutes ago, and I was going over the 17 constitutional amendments, and we were talking about this very issue in their city, and they're worried about school. And I said, this is where, and they're an incredible church that talks about politics from the pulpit, which is fantastic, but we need to be raising up within the church. The church is the main place that we need to find our candidates. I truly believe that.
Yeah.
And we need churches to rise up to the occasion and to put, because scripture says, when the righteous rule, the people rejoice. When the wicked rule, the people mourn. That's in Proverbs. And it's so important that we get righteous people in office that will want to protect, that have the good of our citizens at heart. And so that's our goal.
Do you have any kind of training that somebody who says, well, I kind of would like to get involved, but I mean, I don't know anything about being a city council member or
Yeah, in fact, we have a training coming up for candidates, and gosh, a week from this Friday. So yes, we do have training. We have people who come in and do training. But if we know, like even organizations have different campaigns, different things that you can look up, watch videos on campaigns. But we're here to walk with you. If you want to run, we want to help you. And precinct chairs, you guys do a great job. And my job is to help them because you do the work. You guys get out there. Y'all are knocking on the doors. You are helping the candidates. You are the ones who are encouraging them. And I want to be here to encourage you and the candidates as much as I can, but for sure help you guys to get your job.
We appreciate it.
I know it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, but we so appreciate you guys.
Well, you gotta love your job.
You
And
do.
And I do think it's fun.
And you gotta love
Yes,
people.
And you gotta love people.
You gotta love people.
That's the best part of the job, I think, is banging on doors.
Yeah,
And getting to
that's
talk
my
to
favorite
people.
too.
Yes,
I love, and I like being at the polls. I always have a
Yeah,
time.
me too.
And I
Yeah.
love to talk to all your neighbors and people coming up. It's so much fun.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
A little healthy debate sometimes.
Oh yeah, and you know what? Speaking of, debate is good.
Yes.
You know, we need to be and healthy debate and respectful debate.
Right.
And last night we had dinner. We'd had the Charlie Kirk event at UNT for the TPU students, and 10 of us went out to eat, and we had a very healthy debate. It got a little loud, not by me, but by one of us. He knows who he is. But it was fun to get to just talk,
Right.
and that's what we've got to get back to, that ability. I was on UNT campus one day, and there was this couple sitting over to the side. I was with the TPU students, and this couple kept looking at me. I knew they wanted to talk to me, but they just were like nervous. And so I said, "Hey, why don't you come on over? Let's talk."
Right.
And so she had something that she wanted to say to me, and I listened, and I gave her my point, on it. It was about Charlie, and I said, "I've seen that. Let me talk to you about it." And I've met Charlie a couple of times, and his heart, just seeing him, anybody who's ever gotten to speak to the man or gotten to even just watch him.
Right.
It's amazing.
It comes across on the
Yeah,
TV.
he's amazing.
Yeah.
But she said, "I have to admit, when I came over here, I thought you were going to yell at us." And I'm
Oh.
like, "Why would you think?" Because in her mind, she thinks anybody that disagrees with me is going to yell at me. And I'm like, "No, I'm not going to yell at you. Let's talk this out." We had a really great conversation. In the end, I said, "Can I pray for you?" And she just got teary-eyed, and she goes, "Would you pray for me?"
Oh.
And so I got to pray with both of them and hug them, and that's what it's about.
Right,
It's about meeting, loving on these young kids, letting them know, hey, it's not easy.
Right.
And life today is way harder than when we were in college. It's
Yeah.
not even,
Absolutely.
there's no comparison. So we didn't deal with computers and TV and social media. I mean, we had TVs, guys.
Yeah. Yes.
But we didn't have the social media,
Yeah,
the
we didn't,
telephones,
yeah.
the cell phones and stuff. So
And it just infiltrates you every single day, every single second. And you just hear negative. And
Yeah.
people need positive.
they
We need to
positive.
get out and be positive.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Got to stop the noise. That's
Yeah,
the thing.
exactly.
Stop the noise.
So speaking of the noise, what are you gonna? Do you have any thoughts about what we can do just about the division in our party?
Oh, wow, I have lots of thoughts. Well, one of the things that I talk about this a lot is there are people who love to divide, and that is just who they are. It's in their nature. That's just and I always tease that there's 3 to 5 on each side. We have this division in our party. But my thought on that is, we as people, most people don't like the division.
Right.
They don't want the division. They just want to work.
Yeah.
I just want to work. You just want to work.
Right.
You don't want to work together. Every one of you are elected officials.
Right.
You were elected by your peers.
Right.
You have constituents under you that you serve. And this is where we're at. We need to work with everybody. And these people that are trying to stir the pots, let's just let them. But let's don't be a part of it.
Right.
Let's come together. Let's get to work. Let's encourage each other. Be respectful to one another.
Right.
We've seen that a big change at the CECs, and I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
Just to see people be able to, and even afterwards, people coming up and hugging each other and talking.
Yeah.
I think it's just incredible. But we just have to work. That's
Right.
the key. We got a nation to save. fighting against each other is not the way to do it. So I believe bringing people together, having conversations. I'm one of those that if somebody sends me a nasty email and, you know, I kind of read the top of it, it's okay. I mean, you get to say what you want to, but I'm going to pick up the phone and I'm going to talk to you about it. And so I've been able to resolve so many conflicts just by picking up the phone.
Right.
And I love that. There's some people, you can pick up the phone. It's a rarity. It's a rarity that somebody, you can't talk it through. But there are going to be those, and those you just have to work through it.
Right.
So that's what we've been doing. So
Well, you've been doing a great job.
And are you going to run again to be our chair?
yes, I am running again. Yes, I've been encouraged by. Oh, thank you, thank you, and thank you to all the people, all of y'all who've called, all of y'all who've encouraged me. I just want to thank you. And you know, people just walking up. And I was at a dinner the other day, and somebody came up to me, and she's not a precinct chair. She's just a citizen, and she said, "I can't tell you how much I thank you." She just went on and on about the difference, you know, and it's good for people to see that we are. We're working. We are loving on people. We're taking care of people. We're encouraging. We're doing the work.
Right.
And when you're working, it feels good. It always
Right.
feels good to be working.
It does.
When you're sitting idle, that's when bad stuff happens. I'm a mom of 7. Bad stuff happens when you're idle, guys. You gotta be working.
All the
So
time.
yes, all the time. Keep your mind.
So is there something specific that we can help you with in your campaign, or even the people out there, just regular citizens, not precinct chairs?
Well, I'm just now, to be honest, I'm so busy, I didn't even think about a campaign. Until last week. Somebody called me and said, have you even thought that you have to run again?
Right.
Yeah, so that wasn't in my thoughts. We've had a lot of events come up and been doing a lot lately. And so I am just getting started on that. So which is exciting, getting endorsements. So endorsements are huge.
Right.
So anybody who would like to endorse me, please reach out to me. It would be a blessing. I guess I'm going to have to, you know, raise money as well. And that was something, in fact, I was walking in and somebody was calling me and saying, I'm planning on very much endorsing you. And I'm all, yeah, but it's nice to have that.
Oh, for sure.
And to know that, you know, you're going to be able to have a campaign. I will have a campaign kickoff. I have no clue of where or what it's going to look like, but we will get that done. So just, you know, working towards that. It's not something I had, you know, really thought much about, because it's just, to me, this is a job that I'm very much loving, very much enjoying.
Okay.
It's hard work,
Yes.
but I do love what I get to do.
Good.
So
What's the last day for people to sign up to run? For
the
office?
last day to sign up for is December. Gosh, I don't have that off the top of my head.
December 8th.
8th.
Okay.
I knew it was the first part of September. Yeah, December 8th. Yeah.
I'm still really curious to see if anybody else signs up to run for governor.
Well, there's lots of speculation on that.
Right.
So, you know, we have so far, gosh, well, I've seen at least 2. So Doc and then, and so Abbott. So it's going to be interesting. That's an interesting race as well. And then you've got Lieutenant General. I mean, you got a lot. This is going to be Attorney General. You've got a lot of interesting races, right, that are going to be coming up. You've got Senate, you got, you know, Cornyn, you've got all kinds of things happening. So
Right.
it's going to be an interesting year.
Yeah.
You know, I just want to encourage everybody, you get to vote however you want to vote.
Absolutely.
And this is one of the things this is one thing that I love to talk about, having children that have come from a country that they didn't have a voice. It is incredible that we live in a country that you can run for an office.
Right.
And it just,
Yeah.
it blows, if you really sit down and think about that, it will really blow your mind. To think I could run for president. I'm
Right.
not going to. But you could.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. You can run for city council. You can run it is an incredible blessing to be able to run.
It is.
So for anybody who does choose to run, we need to honor that.
Right.
Honor those people who choose to run. Now, I always talk about the race. Brandon Gill, you know, just love Brandon. And he's such a great, he's doing a lot in DC, thankful. But he had 11 people. That's a race of 11 people.
That was a big
And
one.
it was crazy. It's the biggest race I've seen. And, you know, in my time, I'm sure there's others, but that's the one I've seen. And every one of those people were good people. All of them. I knew most of them. Great, great, great people. every one of them had people vote for them.
Right.
So we're not all the same.
Yeah.
And it's okay to not be all the same. So we can't fight over, this is where debate is great, and we
Yes.
get together, we debate, but we never stay angry. We're blessed to live in the country that we live in.
That's for sure. Can you tell us a little bit about fundraising? You got some apparatuses, 45, 47.
Yes, thank you. I was trying to figure out where you're going with that. Yes. So one of the biggest jobs that I have is to fundraise. And it has been, that's something we've struggled with in our party for a while. And so 45, 47, Larry has started, Lindstrom has started that particular program, which has been just incredible. And it's once every 4 months we have a dinner together or lunch together, and we bring in a speaker. It's very, a small group of people, and you get to meet them, talk to them, get to hear what's going on and with them, their campaign, whatever they are. So we've had Brandon Gill was one of ours come in and just talk about what's going on in DC. Mitch Little was one. What's going on in Austin? Give us a behind the scenes. So it really is a very intimate experience. And so you get to hear and see, ask questions. So that is something that we started this year. It's $2,500 to join. You can do it monthly, go pay it out monthly, or have it. And then you also get tickets, VIP tickets to go to the Lincoln Reagan dinner. There's all kinds of perks to it. And it is an extremely helpful way of helping the Republican Party.
And didn't I see something where you could even just go for one meeting
Yes,
for like
for
$50? Just kind of see what's going on. And
it's it's at the Denton Country Club. It's just a beautiful place. It's a lot of fun. So, and then we have, to where you could give monthly, and that's a huge, even, $10, $10 will go a long way with the Republican Party, and all that money gets used to help you, to help in the office with papers, supplies, things. I do not get paid, even though I work 60 hours a week. I do not get paid. But we do have Angela who works here. She gets paid. So it helps with that. And it helps with any projects that we're doing, outreaches that we're doing. We try to get out as much as possible to talk about the Republican Party, where we're going, what is happening, and how people can get involved.
Great. And you mentioned the Conservative Cup.
Yeah.
What exactly is involved with that?
That is so fun. So it's kind of like that's probably one of my favorites. It's just a sit down conversation. So it happens once a month. We've had Sheriff Murphy, who we love. We had Captain Davis, and now we have one of my very best friends, somebody I love dearly, and it is Pastor Rafael Cruz. So Pastor Rafael Cruz is going to be sharing going from communism to freedom. And if you know anything about his story, it is an incredible story, history, how the Lord protected him and got him out of Cuba. He was supposed to be killed, and he was imprisoned, and God just had such a plan on his life. And if you look at that, how God took him out of Cuba to America. He had a son who's a senator of the United States. I mean, that's just crazy what God does and how he has a plan. We always have to remember he has a plan, and it's, and it's incredible to see that plan unfold.
Right. I agree.
Well, thank you so much for joining us on our podcast. This has been fun.
It has been very fun.
Is there anything you want to tell the people out there?
Just get involved. You know what? One of the things, sometimes it seems overwhelming when you're watching the news, when you're looking at things, but I can tell you there's something for everybody. Whether it is, we send out letters to people, whether it is coming into the office and helping us with the 10 Commandments, getting those into schools, the posters. We have so many things that we're doing. We'd love to have you get involved and be a part of the process. Then if you decide you want to run, we're here to help.
We can help you with that.
We're here to help. So.
And where can people follow what you're doing in Denton County?
We have a website, which is always DentonGOP.org. Yeah, I can speak. I've been speaking all morning. So yeah, DentonGOP.org. That is a great place to get involved, but also get our newsletters, because we send out newsletters every 2 weeks. Sometimes more than that if we have upcoming events. This week we have the Conservative Cup with Raphael at 9:30 on Thursday, and then on Friday we have a fall festival, and that's happening in Highland Village, and you're going to be just bounce house, fun stuff, three-legged races, sack races, painting
trucks.
pumpkins, food
Yeah,
trucks. Yeah, we're so excited about it, and it's just a way to just good, clean fun.
And get everybody together.
Family
Yes.
fun, getting together, getting to talk, and getting to relationships. It's one of the most important things we'll do is build relationships.
Well, thank you for starting all these things, because we weren't doing this a year ago.
I know.
We were-
Well, it's been fun. It really has been fun just to get out and to meet and this is kind of, as you know, I'm a little outgoing, and so it's fun for me to do this.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
I'm enjoying every bit of it.
Well, thank you. We appreciate it. Absolutely.
Thank you for all you do.
And remember to follow us on OBBM Network TV and YouTube, Facebook, Rumble, and something else. I don't know. We're out there everywhere.
You can find us.
Yes.
And also send us your thoughts, ideas, suggestions, comments to LoneStarLadies@myyahoo.com. Thank you for joining us today. Thank you, Melinda.
Yes.
Thank you.
And God bless you guys.
God bless you.